Hey, what's up guys? It is Michael Panetta with Tech Examined, and right now I want to tell you about my favorite feature for the Panasonic Lumix GH4. So, let's get started. So we are getting in the full swing using this GH4 and getting to know it. Obviously, I hope to continue to grow and to improve on my videos. As you can see, I'm messing around with a lot of coloring and trying to get this right on how I want to use it and how it's going to go. And there'll be a full review coming up on this, the specs and everything. But what I want to talk to you guys today is about something that I use before I even start shooting. Something that makes my job so much easier in the long run, and you just can't believe what this is able to do. Now, my 70D is a great camera. Don't get me wrong. One of the most important things on this that I find is an improvement is the glass, the lens. The lens that I have on there, bar none, one of the best lenses for everything that I need to do. It is a most generalized lens. It gives me close-ups, and I can focus in on things from pretty far away that I need to. But not realizing what a 12mm lens can do is amazing. Something that is a smaller diameter, not realizing how much more it can catch. But that's me learning. But what I want to talk to you guys today is about an application that works in conjunction with the Wi-Fi on this camera. And it is outstanding. So I want to talk to you about that. The 70D does have it, but it's extremely limited. It's only for photographs as far as I know and what I can see. Maybe there's a hack or something to get around it, but I do not know. If you do know, hit me up down below and let me in on the secret. But for the GH4, it's extremely straightforward to the point that I just download the app, hit a couple buttons on here, and then I'm away and gone on my phone to pretty much do everything that this does on the phone. It's absolutely amazing. So without further ado, let's just get into it, and I'll show you guys the application hand in hand, and we'll do a quick run through and how I set up a shot, and you'll see how easy it is as opposed to the 70D. Alright guys, so taking a look at the back of the GH4, it is fairly simple on what you need to do to start the Wi-Fi on this. And it is simple as the button that is on top of the GH4 model here. You press that, and actually a blue light will start flashing for Wi-Fi once you press that, and it'll tell you to wait for a second. And then what happens is you've got a new connection, and then you have a select the destination from history or select from favorite. Now, of course, since I already have my iPhone set up, it's direct to my iPhone. Now, once we press that, it's actually going to connect to my iPhone right here. Alright, so setting this up on the phone could not be any easier. As it's connecting on the GH4, you're going to tap into the Panasonic app here, and what it'll happen is it'll actually connect to the camera, and then the first thing it will tell you to do is actually to sync up with your Wi-Fi. So what we'll do is we'll skip on over to the Wi-Fi portion right here of the settings, and what it'll do is it'll actually take from my current Wi-Fi, and you have the GH4, which is set up right here. And then once you click on that, it'll actually load up, connect to it, and you can see there that you are actually connected via the screen on the GH4. Alright guys, so here is the interface, and you can pretty much do everything that you need to do that I would normally do on the camera. Now, of course, the most important function to me that when I'm sitting in front of a camera is my focus. I can take the track bar, drop it down, and boom, it focuses on exactly where I'm at. Same thing, when I get the background over there in focus, boom, you can get that in focus. Now, of course, I have the light metering on there, so I know that everything is in focus by the green dots that start appearing around the picture. That, in my opinion, is the most important function to me in getting set up. I can set up the ISO, I can set up the shutter speed, I can set up the 24 frames per second, 60p, 24p, all that. I can do that before the shot is even a go if I want to. But however, if I'm sitting in front of the camera and I realize that I want to change the ISO on the camera, I can actually do that. I can actually go all the way up and do basically everything that you do on the camera. White balance, I necessarily need to worry about doing white balance. Again, I set that up beforehand. But you have everything available to you on there that is on the camera. Now, the really cool thing is you actually have your quick menu. Now the quick menu allows you to go to your photo style, which is your custom portrait, scenery, you know, all your ways of setting up your colors, which I do custom. Aspect ratio 4.3, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 16 by 9, 1 to 1. You guys are getting the idea here. Your quality, you can go by fine, standard, raw plus fine, raw standard. Everything that is on the camera is on here. And most important to me, of course, is when I want to shoot in 60 frames per second, or I want to go down to 1920 by 1080 at 29 frames per second, or even down to 24 frames a second. And I can do 200, 150, and I can actually set that up to where I want to do it. And it is absolutely crazy that you can do that on your phone, and I absolutely love that function. Now, of course, like I said, I'm usually setting that on the camera before I even sit down. What I'm really wanting to do is go ahead and get my focus set up, but it's amazing that you have all the functionality that is on the back of your camera, for the most part, on here. Now, I think that could not ask for more. It's wireless. You can see I've got a live shot right there. Now, of course, you know, it's not as always in sync or perfect. Sometimes it will stagger, but you know what? I'll take that. Now, the other cool thing is, let's say, for instance, I want to go ahead and look at some pictures that I did. I can actually go into playback on this, and I can look at everything that's on the card and do that. Now, I don't have anything on here right now. Oh, I have the one video on there that I did, and I can go back and do that. But for example, I was at Hershey Park the other day, and I took a couple pictures, and my wife is always hemming and hawing on me about getting her the pictures. I never do, or take them off the card. Well, I flicked it into Wi-Fi mode. I went over to the playback for pictures. I took the picture and was able to save it on my camera, and then I was able to send it to her. So that fast and that easy the process is on this to be able to get into it. Whereas, unfortunately, on my 70D, I have to go into the menu. I have to go through a couple different menus, going through to the setups to be able to find the Wi-Fi. And I'm sure I could set up a custom function on the camera itself, but this already has it on it, which you can see the 70D being a little bit older camera, first implementing the Wi-Fi, and then to a device now, this camera, that has it implemented a little bit better. Now, there are apps out there for DSLRs, and I've seen a couple of them, and some of them you have to plug into the camera, and you've got to plug the device and the you know, into the camera, so you can't go too far. This, I can sit in front of the camera without any problems. So that is a quick look, well, not necessarily a quick look, but that is a look at this application. Now, the name of this application, if you want to know, is called the Image app for Panasonic. And I absolutely love it. So if you have a Panasonic camera that's Wi-Fi enabled, you're able to use this application with that, and you can set it up, and I don't know what the functionality will be for your specific camera if it has it, but for the GH4, this is absolutely amazing. I am extremely happy with this, and it helps me get set up so much faster and so much easier with this than, unfortunately, with the 70D that I just have a bear of a time sometimes. So kudos to whoever set this up, but this application is absolutely amazing. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. If there's an application that can do that for the 70D, by all means, again, please let me know. But that thing is absolutely amazing. It is a godsend in addition to the 4K that it offers and just the functionality, you know, being a different style camera that has, you know, made me feel better and, you know, kind of inspired me to continue on and to do more videos for you guys and hopefully get better. So anyway, guys, if you enjoy this content, please be sure to hit that like button. Your support is always appreciated. And, of course, to get the next video, hit that subscribe button and you'll get that in your inbox. And I appreciate all the support again, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm out of here. You all have a good one, and I will see you in the next video.